Megan for themeowthvader, and this is my notes because I forgot what I read in August.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Okay, so in August I read 30 books. So I will go over the manga first and then go into the books. All the manga I read was just like continuations of series. I'm just gonna kind of go over that real fast, and then we will get into the books I read. So I read Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts, volumes 6, 7, and 8. And I'm just really liking the direction that this manga's going in. It's really cute, it's really sweet. Every time I read it, I'm just like, aww. Also, I thoroughly despise the royal advisor to the king. He can choke. Next, I read Beastars 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's getting real good, real dark. Like, lots of stuff is happening. I don't want to spoil it, but it gets bloody, it gets gory. I think I'm slowly becoming a fan of Lewis. I don't know. That's all I got. That deer has a storyline. I will say that. Okay, and then last I read Happy Marriage, because it's an exclamation point and it's an interrobang. It's Happy Marriage, interrobang. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I guess 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anyways, Happy Marriage is by the same person that wrote An Incurable Case of Love. It was the one they wrote before that one, and so I wanted to read that and then go into An Incurable Case of Love and just kind of read all of it. And I mean, it's okay. Like, I like it and I don't like it. Like, it's very typical romancy manga, but they're just kind of annoying. And honestly, the main male character, whose name escapes me, Hokuto, I think. Anyways, he needs to pull his head out of his rear end because he's a jerk. And he keeps being a jerk. And I don't understand. And I'm just like, but why? Like, you could, I don't know, not be the way that you are. But he is. So, yeah, there's only one book left in the series, and I'm not going to be able to finish it for a while, because I rented the series from the library that is in my hometown, and I am not in my hometown anymore. So I'm like, do I buy the last book? Because that'd be weird. Or not, I don't know. But, like, honestly, I'm good waiting, because I don't see it ending in like a surprising manner, so there's that. Okay, and now we're going to get to the books that I read. We're going to start with the rereads. I reread 2 books. I reread Killing Sarai and Boyfriend Material, and those are both very different books. Killing Sarai is about a girl who is like kidnapped by the cartel in Mexico, and then she is like biding her time until she can try to escape. And this American, she just calls him the American for like a good chunk of the book, comes in, he's a hitman, and she's like, this is my chance. So while the boss of the cartel is like distracted, she escapes in this hitman's car, and then just chaos ensues, and they eventually fall in love, because that's what happens in romance novels. This one I would definitely say is like a either a dark romance, maybe. It kind of borders not being a romance. Like, I would say they have 2 books. They have Killing Sarai and then Reviving Isabel, I think is the second one. And if you read both of them together, then it's a romance. It's like the romance arcs over 2 books. But it's like it's a full-long series, but the series kind of jumps between people. Anyways, I'm getting away from myself. But yeah, I like it. It's probably one of my like favorite darker books. Hitmen, man, I don't know. And then I also read Boyfriend Material. I've read it once before, and I just really like it. It makes my heart happy. It's kind of funny. I kind of relate to the main character. I don't know what that says about me. My life is also in shambles, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I can totally relate to a person who is like PR for a dung beetle nonprofit. I'm like, yep, I could see myself getting stuck doing that at some point in my life. So I just think it's really funny. And then I went through so many in-depth books. So I was in my hometown, as I said, and I was helping like pack up and move stuff at my mom's house. And the in-depth books are just really good audio books when you don't want to pay attention. For me, I'll get like, it doesn't matter if I'm reading it with my eyeballs or reading it with my ear holes. I get like sucked in if something is like really, really good, and I'll just kind of like stop and focus on what I'm listening to or reading. But the in-depth books, they follow a very similar formula of like homicide, cop, murder case, lovey-dovey stuff with husband, everything ends not happily. Justice is served. There you go. Justice is served. And that's how all the books are. So it's really easy to just kind of be like, okay, well, let me just get back into these cases. So I ended up reading Midnight in Death, Conspiracy in Death, Loyalty in Death, Witness in Death, Judgment in Death, Betrayal in Death, and Interlude in Death. So I think one of those is a 0.5. Interlude in Death, I believe, is a 0.5. So I went through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6.5, I guess, if you got the 0.5s as a 0.5 in-depth books, in probably like 14 days. Needless to say, I have really gotten through a good portion of that 50-something book series, I'll tell you what. I could not tell you which one was about what case, honestly. I think one of them, Interlude in Death, is like a cop convention on a satellite or a different planet. I think it's on a satellite, because a different planet, that's too sci-fi-y. I think Betrayal in Death, an old friend comes to visit. Witness in Death is about a play. Judgment in Death, I couldn't tell you. Loyalty in Death, I couldn't tell you. Midnight in Death, I think that one was about New Year's, like it happened over New Year's. Conspiracy in Death, I couldn't tell you. Things that just go in one ear and out the other, but they are entertaining. So that's the important part. I was able to get through packing up half of a house and moving it into a storage unit with those books, okay? So like they did their job. Good job. Happy. After that, I read the last 3 books, or the most recent 3 books in the Psy Changeling / Psy Trinity series. So I read Wolfrain, Alpha Knight, and Last Guard, and we talked about the entirety of the Psy Trinity series in a live show on Steph's channel, and that ended our Psy Changeling read-along. So that was just like, it was like bittersweet. And I can tell you right now, I probably never would have finished these books if it wasn't for the read-along. And after that, I read Barbarian Mind, which I think is book 4 in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I was not a fan. That was probably my least favorite of the books so far. I didn't buy it, honestly. If I think really hard, I can remember how it ended, but like I don't even care. So there's that. There's my opinions on that one. And then I read Forbidden Fling by Kat Taylor / Katie Roberts, and it was quick, it was spicy, it was dirty. There was no happy ending. I don't know. Then I read First Comes Blood by Lilith Vincent, and that was so good. And the second one's coming out soon. I think if it hasn't come out already, I think it comes out in September, so it's coming out soon. Oh, so excited! I really liked that book. And then I read Chastely Bitten, and that book was okay. I don't know if I'll continue the series. Fight me, Heather. And then I read Wicked Intentions, which is the first book in the Maiden Lane series, so I read one historical romance. And I kind of read half of it, forgot it existed, remembered it existed, finished it. So like, I read the first half in the first half of the month, and then I read the second half in the second half of the month. But like, it was fine. It was, I thought it would be a lot lighter and like more Tessa Dare-ish, and it ended up not being that at all. But I liked it. It was fine. I kind of want to know who like this weird Batman type character is, but I guess I'll find out if I read book 2. To finish off, goodness, book 30 was A Questionable Client, which is book 0.5 in the Kate Daniels series, which I'm doing a new read-along for, so I'm super excited. I'm currently in the middle of Magic Bites, and I'm super excited about that. I keep saying the word excited. I swear I know other words. I have a master's degree. I should know so many words. Anyways, if you want to join in, please do. I did an announcement. Heather did an announcement. Steph did an announcement. It's gonna be great. That's all I got. That was a lot of books that I read. I should maybe do these more often, maybe twice a month instead of once a month, because I don't remember anything from like the first half of this month. I might have actually read more than 30 books, but because I didn't document it anywhere, I have no earthly idea. I went through my brain and my calendar and my book apps, and I just have a blank spot for the first 7 days of August. And I feel like I probably read something, but I couldn't tell you what. For all I know, I just podcast binged during that time period. Who knows? So, if you're still here, thank you. I greatly appreciate you, and you're wonderful. I will see y'all next time. Bye. Oh, there's a